Welcome to Spaces Organized and Styled, the podcast. My name is Caitlin Atkins, and I am an organization expert and life coach. I am the professional organizer to help you get those goals achieved and work through any life challenges that come up along the way. If you're wanting to declutter your home, your office, your schedule, or your life, then you have found the right place for you. In this podcast, I will share with you the tips, the tricks, and the processes to help you get organized, stay organized, and share some life wisdom along the way. Now let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode. So I have a question here that I am going to answer for you all, and that is, where do you find a professional organizer? Where are we hanging out? Where can you find us? Where are you going to be able to find your professional organizer that you want to work with for life, whether that is in person or virtual? Where is your local or even nationwide or worldwide professional organizer? Where are they? Where can you find them? Where can you get your person? All right, so rather than stalking us at the Container Store and stalking out the Container Store to find your person, you can pretty much tell when you walk into the Container Store which one of us are professional organizers rather than your average patron. So rather than just hanging out there all day and waiting for that person to walk in through the doors, where can you find us? Well, I will say that the number one place to find your professional organizer is at NAPO. The National Association for Productivity and Professional Organizing. I think I just butchered that name. NAPO. Go hang out. We hang out on NAPO. Go find NAPO. See who is on there. You can do a quick search if you are a client to see which professional organizers are in your area that you can work with. This is going to be the cream of the crop. This is going to be the tippy top of the professional organizers. They are committed to their business, they're committed to their clients, they're committed to their continuing education. They are living at NAPO. Keep in mind that the organizers that you find on NAPO have invested not only some money, they've invested their time. NAPO also requires all of the members who apply for membership to go through training. So if you are to find a professional organizer on NAPO, they have taken the time to commit to their business and to their clients. So they absolutely are in it to win it. Some of the professional organizers you may find in your area who kind of do this as a hobby, it's kind of similar to, I don't want to say like interior decorating, but it is a little similar in the sense that somebody may have the skills and is really great at organizing, and they organized for a family member, and then that family member refers them, and it's not so much a business as it is a hobby and something that they are kind of doing on the side. So keep that in mind, that the people that you're finding on NAPO are not those people. They are people who mean business, they know what they're doing, they are committed, they have taken courses, they have their certificates from NAPO, they've done the education, and they know how to handle mostly or almost all situations from clients. All right, so you've gone on NAPO, you've done your quick search, you've got your people. Now what do? How do you know which ones are right? Well, you can obviously check them out on their websites. They should have a website. It's pretty much standard. You can go ahead and give them a call, see what their process is like, ask them questions. But another great place to find professional organizers is actually on social media. This is where most people first learn about professional organizing as an opportunity or as something that they're able to hire for as a service that they need in their life. And that is because professional organizing is a very visual-driven industry. It's very nice to look at things that are pretty and organized. It's very, as I think as everybody's saying, satisfying to see a room transform from disorganization to organized and from cluttered to uncluttered. Yes, it's very nice to see those. However, a little caveat here is that as you're looking at organizers' social media pages, be very mindful of the fact that you don't want to see anything that would give away any personal information about the client. And what I mean is, if you are looking at a space or a room that was previously disorganized or cluttered, or even the transformation, that you're not seeing photos in the background of family members of the client, that you're not seeing any paperwork with any information on there, this is going to be a key giveaway if the professional organizer is well versed enough in the industry to make sure that those things are removed ahead of time, or that they've used some way to blur them out. Now, professional organizing, decluttering, organizing, there's a bit of a stigma around this in the sense that some people feel guilt and shame and embarrassment, and a sense of feeling unworthy or lack of, that they have not developed those skills. That's absolutely not true. First and foremost. So when you go into a client's home, they may feel some of those things. And the professional organizer's job is to, one, make them feel that they are not alone, that the situations and the whatever they're experiencing is more common than what the client actually thinks. And that's not a lie. That is absolutely the truth. Whatever you are experiencing, the professional organizer has seen it all. I get this so many times. A client will say, "Oh, you've never seen anything like what I have." And I said, "I've literally seen it all. Nothing can scare me at this point. I've actually seen it all." So whatever your situation is, one, you're not alone. And two, we've definitely seen it before. So a client's going to feel like it's just them, that they don't have the skills, they weren't given those skills, they weren't taught those skills, whatever it may be. That's not true, because if it were true, there wouldn't be any professional organizers, and we're here, so it's more common than you think. Keep that in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is that if a professional organizer is showing those photos, those very sensitive, confidential things on their social media platforms, that's somebody that you may not want to work with, that may be a red flag. If a professional organizer is really diligent in their business, they actually have a photo release copy form that they make the client sign that says that they are able to take photos and actually post them for marketing or social media content. And not every client is going to agree to that, because they're going to feel that I don't want my photos out on social media. And that's even if there wasn't anything confidential in the background. It could also be that they don't want their location tagged, that they don't want somebody to know that they hired a professional organizer. So just keep those things in mind as you're scrolling through social media. It's very pretty to look at those things, but there also could be some red flags buried underneath there as well. All right, so another place that we are hanging out is at local events. You are going to want a professional organizer who is well-versed in their community, that knows a handful of people for any given thing that you may need. So that is, they know multiple real estate agents. They don't just work with one real estate agent. They may have a couple, because that one real estate agent might be super busy that month that you need them, or the one person that you need for a plumber might be overbooked. So they are hanging out at local events. They are networking. They are swapping names, they're swapping businesses, they're hearing client testimonials, they are out in the field, they are doing the work, they are getting the best people for their clients. Super important. When a professional organizer goes into a home, they may see that actually what the client needs is they need mold removal services. They need a flooring company to come in and patch some of the flooring. They need a painter to come in and patch some of the paint or the drywall. They need a handyman service. All of those things are going to be things that your professional organizer should have in their toolbox. They also should have a toolbox. They should have those things in their toolbox that they can then refer out to the client, and the client can make the best decision based upon their needs. So that's going to be a wide range in pricing. It's going to be a wide range in abilities and skills. So that way the client is then able to take that information and make the best choice for them. We're also going to be hanging out at speaking engagements. I have found a lot of really great clients from my speaking engagements. I am asked to speak at different women's events and different local events, community events, all sorts of different things, to give my information and my tips to potential clients and just to anybody who may need them, and they're able to ask me questions. So you can find a lot of really great professional organizers who are out there doing public speaking events and speaking events. Check them out. Check out what's going on in your community. Find your professional organizers. They're probably going to be hanging out there too, especially coming up into spring cleaning season. That is massive. Depending upon what time of the year you're listening to this, if you haven't found your professional organizer, you've checked NAPO, you've checked social media, wait for the spring cleaning season to come upon you. You'll find them then. Kind of all comes out of the woodwork at that point. All right, another place to find the professional organizer, so that networking events, I did kind of touch upon this, so that's going to be your affiliate partners as well as home related events. And what do I mean by that? I mean that if you are, so you have another affiliate partner that you work with, or you have somebody, another affiliate business that you work with. If you know a company, a real estate company, a real estate agent, or a handyman, they probably know a professional organizer as well because they are all connected. So ask them, do you have a professional organizer that you work with? If you are in that industry, go to those affiliate meetings, go to those affiliate events, and you're going to find your professional organizers are hanging out there because they need to make those connections as well. So don't just limit yourself to just some of the home decluttering and organization events. Also check out what else is going on in your community for the affiliate events as well. So that could be anything home remodel, it could be the home trade shows. The professional organizers are going to be hanging out there. Okay, so I hope that helps you. I hope that gives you some sense of where these professional organizers are, where to find your professional organizer. I just want to say again that if you have found a professional organizer, you've worked with one, it didn't go well, they maybe didn't listen to your needs, they didn't hear what you needed, they didn't put in the correct process for you, don't rule off all of the industry. There are many professional organizers out there who all do so much different work. Everybody kind of runs their business a little bit differently. So if you find that you actually didn't have good experience, try again. Kind of similar to all of the other different affiliates. If you didn't have a good painter, they didn't do the correct job, you don't like the way that they did it, that doesn't mean all painters are bad. That you can find another one who's going to do amazing work, who's going to provide you with the recommendations and the services that you need. Check out those professional organizers too, because we're going to have the painters in our back pocket. We know who to call to get the job done correctly. So try again, try. The professional organizing industry is one that is very vast and diverse. So you can always find somebody who's actually going to fit your specific need a little bit better. All right, I hope that helps. I hope that clears up where to find a professional organizer rather than just coming and hanging out with us at the Container Store. I mean, you could do that too. You might get some weird looks, but not a problem. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Hey, did you love that episode and want to dive in deeper?